Thank you.
All right, so for the people just tuning into the recording, you just missed an awesome call between Vivian, but it's all good.
That's why they get to show up in the actual Zoom.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing what happens when you show up.
Right. Are we still in the Greensboro left?
Yeah,
we're still the same.
Yeah, we're at that the LLC list, Greensboro. We're going to 72, but there's no contact, so you got to jump to 74.
Okay, Andrew.
Yeah.
Wait, before you do it, did you go through your process? Did you set up yet?
Not really.
You got you're flat-footed, man. You got to set yourself up.
Okay.
How do you set up?
Yeah, I just take a deep breath. I just sit upright, shoulders back.
All right.
I look up.
So you want to do something that's going to calm your soul, clear your mind, and I want you to look over your notes on how you want to guide a conversation. Okay? Take like 2 minutes and do that.
Okay.
But do some sort of activity that's going to calm you down. All right. For me, it's music, but whatever it is you do to calm yourself, do that. Something calming.
I have a question. Are we trying to build a relationship with them, or are we just straight to the point? Are you selling? No, move on.
Okay. Sales is relations, period.
Okay.
Okay. You're trying to get anything and everything. This could wind up being, they go from a seller to a buyer for you. This could wind up being a mentor for you. This could wind up being, you know what? I don't care about any of that crap, but you and I connected on this one level, so let's just be friends here. Whatever it is. Okay. You've got to be ready to pivot in any direction, wherever that conversation goes, which is why it's so important for you to clear your mind, calm your soul, and prepare yourself before you make the phone call, because it could go in any direction, or it could be a straight up argument. Right? Fact is you just don't know before you pick up that phone. So you got to get yourself to that, like, all right, I'm ready for whatever is going to come through that door.
Okay. Well, I'm ready.
But are you hyped up yet?
Yeah. I think after that call was Vivian, I'm hyped up.
All right. All right.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 41581942888 is not available. The tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Oh, this guy's concept is phone call.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 41581. Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 41581942888 is not available. Tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Andrew, this is Mina Solomon here, and my partner that I am looking to place some capital in Winston-Salem, and I see you an active investor there. So I just want to connect and see see you're able to the market. So please give me a call back at 714-727-6690. Again, 714-727-6690. Have a great day. Bye.
So tell me more about what happened as
That's
soon as you started
300
talking.
seconds.
Tell me about your mindset as soon as you started talking. Like what happened?
It was going good. I think in mid voicemail, I was thinking, should I just do like the networking one, like, hey, I want to network with you, or are you just looking to sell, kind of? So I wasn't sure which one to go with.
Uh-huh. Okay. It is amazing how the slightest bit of hesitation in when you're inside the situation causes you to panic. If you're not sure what you want to say,
Right.
don't make the phone call yet. Okay. The purpose of you preparing before you make that phone call is so you can be confident and competent when you call. And you need to convey that, right? So your tonality, like the way you present yourself. I mean, think about what it's like if you are a multimillionaire and you just got that phone call, and you get phone calls like that all the time. What's going to make you stand out? What's going to make you, Mina, stand out to that person, right? So take a second and write down, not necessarily word for word, but write down, if you get a voicemail, what are you going to say? All right. And feel good about it.
Also, Mina, can I say about your tonality? I think, words are of course important, but also it sounded a little monotone, without like tones like higher and down, right? So it's just sounded very like just straight. So you can say, hey, my name is Mina. Let's say you're saying, I'm an investor in the area and I wanted to connect with you to talk about a little bit about the market. So you kind of want to get the voice higher and then lower, higher and lower, versus just everything is more, monotone. And smile, when you smile, that they can hear it in your voice, right?
Right.
You can say, hey, my name is Mina. I'm calling you because I see you have a property in North Carolina. I am getting into the market, also want to invest in multifamily there. Just wanted to connect and get your insight. What are you thinking of what's going on? Something like that, right?
That's perfect.
But
Yeah.
just a little bit more energy. And when you smile, they can feel it that. And I think it'll be appealing more when they listen to that voice message.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. I think the fact that the red seller is kind of throwing me off, because at the beginning I feel like I was kind of going too much energy, and then I have to like turn it down. But with
Yeah.
the voicemail, I'm not sure where we at. I was gonna start by, and I hope that they will see it.
Uh-huh. So you want to be compelling, right?
Okay.
You want to be compelling. So even if they're red seller, Mr. Magoo type, all they want is numbers and they're like a back office person, even if you're high energy with them on a voicemail, it's still compelling for them. Okay. How you present yourself, like how you present your information, I should say, with a voicemail, you don't know, especially when it's an automated voicemail system, right?
Right.
If you can't pick up their tonality about anything and you have no window as to who and what they are, then just always come with high energy so you're compelling. Okay. And you can always be high energy and hit them with a bunch of numbers too. Like if they're a total like numbers type of a person, and you pick up that they're a numbers type of a person, very logical and left brain in their approach to things, then you can hit it high energy, but still be, hey man, I'm looking in your area. I got this idea. I got like $2 million I want to invest. I'm not quite sure exactly how I should do that. Maybe you could help me. Hit them with that $2 million. If they're number person, they're going to go, oh, okay, cool. All right. So, like I said, my approach is different every single time. Like every time I pick up the phone and dial somebody for a sales call, I know what I'm going to say. I know like how I'm going to say it, but the path that I'm going to take changes a little bit every single time. And that way I stay authentic. It never gets to the point where it's just a blah, 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 blah. Thanks, bye. I'm never there. I'm always, you are unique. I am unique. This is a unique situation and I'm willing to press into this. Can you meet me someplace on this path? Right? Every single time.
So should I just spend a couple minutes and prepare for the next one?
Yeah,
Someone else should
100%. Okay. So,
So we just
point of note, after I
Yes.
made that assertion, what did I do?
you gave me the silent.
I gave you the silence so that I could find out where you were at, right?
Hmm.
And where you were at
Oh.
was, give me a couple minutes to prepare. Perfect. So now I know if I want to interject now, where you're at is you need time to prepare. So that if I'm going to interject, I'm going to lean into that and help you prepare instead of taking it in some weird direction and distracting you or frustrating you or anything. I've now learned where you're at, right?
Interesting. Yeah. I think next time you did it. So, it's a nature. I was like, oh, you stop? Okay, I'm gonna tell you where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're so clever, Sam. You're so clever. So should someone else go for the next one? I'm gonna go. I'll catch the one after.
Yeah. Who else is on right now? Hold on.
We have Jason, Vivian.
Uh,
Oh, there's someone new.
Rocky.
Rocky?
Rokia, I guess. Sorry for saying your
Okay.
name.
So hey guys, Rocio is my wife. She's at work
Oh.
right now,
Oh,
and she can't make a call because she's at work, and that's what she does at work. And so she's just in listen mode right now because we're a team. And so me, Kim, Sam knows Rose is my wife, and she would love to do it, but she's at work right now, and she's just listening.
Okay. I love it
Yeah.
that both.
That's why I'm the guy usually on the phone. I'm the monkey in the I'm the guy. I'm the guy. I'll make the
Monkey in the
but
middle.
I can't because I'm driving right now. My apologies.
yeah. Sure.
Gotcha. Mike, welcome, man. Do you want to make some phone calls? Right into the fire.
We have a break to just take a breath.
I don't think Mike's prepared to make phone calls right now.
That's how you guys did to me the first time
Yeah,
I
it is.
joined. You just want to make a call.
You know what? But you stepped up. You leaned into it, which was so amazing because so many people would just be like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But Vivian, do you want to make another phone call while we're waiting on Mina?
I guess so.
Yeah. The more experience you get, the better.
Yeah. Okay.
I promise you, by the time you do this 100 times, whatever fears or uncertainties you have in your ability to do this, even if you failed every one of those times, you will be 100% more confident, therefore more effective.
Yeah, I know that. I know that for a fact. That's why I'm pushing through because I'm like, I gotta get through this dark cloud. I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, perfect. So it sounds like we're going to be going back and forth between Mina and Vivian as far as how people are set up, unless Mike can jump in at some point too.
Okay. So we did, let's see, we did Andrew, right? Did we do any more or Mina?
So Thomas is the next one.
Thomas the next one. Ooh,
Yeah,
336 units?
That's why I want to listen to you talking to him, baby.
What? He's totally throwing me in the fire. You guys saw that, right?
Okay, but picture this. What if you landed that? What if the first time out the gate, your first deal was 300 plus, Vivian?
Yeah, that would be insane.
I mean, are you trying to get up on the stage at the next Clever Summit or what?
Okay. So Thomas Hicks, 68 years old. Still Winston-Salem. Okay.
Okay, before you dial,
Yeah.
take a second. Know what you want to say. If it's a voicemail, if it's Thomas, write it down. If it's a voicemail, I want to take it here. If he answers, I want to take it here. So you're confident in what it is you're going to say. All right. Now this is the time typically where I'm listening to something that's going to calm my spirit down so that I can focus specifically on what it is I'm going to do. Once I've got my plan, then I'm going to hype up my energy and then I'm going to make my phone call.
Okay. I try to strategize because the person with that many units,
Yes.
if I come in as just wanting to learn from him, does he have time for me? Try to think of the best strategy to approach him.
Actually, he's older, Vivian, and typically older people, they're nicer. You know, they're already not going after money, after a bunch of properties, you know, after that profit. They already had everything in their experience and now they're just typically enjoying their life. So he would likely be happy to be your friend and, you know, kind of like a mentor and your father, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're nicer people typically. So hopefully, yeah. So just approach him just like you had the conversation with the other guy. I
Okay.
think it would be a similar one.
Okay.
100%, Olga. So something I can kind of drop with you guys, another little nugget I can drop for you is people that are in their different stages of life. Okay. When you're in your young years, it's kind of, we call that your warrior stage, where everything is like combative. It's all competition. You're trying to prove yourself, right? Then once you've already passed that phase in life where you've proved yourself, now you're in your kingdom building phase, which is, it's all about gains. You're trying to get gains. Once you've built your kingdom, you're in the sage phase of your life. The sage phase of your life is you just really want to give back. You want to impart your knowledge, your wisdom, and a lot of times your wealth to people who are in that kingdom building stage. Okay.
Makes sense.
So if they're older, typically they're in that sage mentality. So they want to impart their information 100% on what Olga was saying. 100.
Okay.
Typically.
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 Okay.
Right. That's why you're preparing like Sam is teaching, right? Just in case.
Yep. So Vivian, once you've got your 2 strategies down for voicemail or live answer, just read it out to us and tell us what you want to do, where you want to take the conversation.
I would take the conversation. If he answers, I will say my name and I will say that I am I'm a new buyer and well oh my gosh, let me regroup.
No, it's good. This is why I'm doing this, because I saw your face and I'm like, okay, you know what?
I don't
want
see
you
you
to say
seeing
it.
my face because if I see you seeing my face, it's gonna yeah.
Well, don't let that throw you. What I meant to say was, or what I was trying to convey was that I could tell that right now you're in that hand grenade phase, right? Where I've pulled the pin and I've handed it to you and you're going, oh God, what do I do with this? Okay. So what I want you to do is be confident in what you're going to present. And the fastest and easiest way for you to build that confidence is to write it down and then convey that strategy to us. So then you can hear it coming out of your mouth. Okay. And that will help give you that confidence and clarity of mind. So then you go, okay, I might not say it exactly how I presented it to them, but I know what I want to say now. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say I'm here to learn about the multifamily space in your area. This is a new market to me, and I was hoping we could talk and you can give me some tips since you own properties there. I was hoping to learn from you.
Perfect. That's amazing.
Okay.
You could actually even use that for both if he answers or if it's just a voicemail.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty.
All right. Now you got to hype yourself up and get yourself out of that analytical
Okay.
mindset.
I'll get that Jay-Z going here. That was nice.
Do it. I got a million ways to get it. Choose one. Make it clap. Double your money and make it stack. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to mute and I'm going to listen to Jay-Z too. This is happening. Jay-Z is going to show me the way.
Hi, this is Tom Hicks. Thanks for calling. Please leave your name and number, and I'll get right back to you. 801-598-5778. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna double dial. It seemed like you went straight to voicemail, but it's definitely the right number.
Hi, this is Tom Hicks. Thanks for calling. Please leave your name and number, and I'll get right back to you. 801-598-5778. Thanks. Bye.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Tom. My name is Vivian. I am new in the multifamily space in your area, and I see that you are an owner. And I'm calling because I'd love to learn from you about your area, about what you like about it, and I'm really eager to learn about investing. So if you can give me a call back, I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to have a conversation with you. My phone number is 510-730-2730. This is Vivian. 510-730-2730. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Okay.
All right. What do you think?
Fire.
I think it was more natural, but I don't know. I was still trying to think things through, but it was less pauses, I think, than the last one.
I agree.
That was what I was going for. I don't know if that's what was,
Yeah, you
perceived.
succeeded. You succeeded. That's good. You still have a tendency to make that inflection on the end where you're listing things out. Da 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 da. All right. And that's something that is actually really effective when it's used right, when you put it in the right place.
Mhm.
But try to avoid that. Like
Okay.
when I was talking about like being like warm and compassionate, so it's compelling for them, right?
Okay.
But you did sound very friendly. You sounded very genuine, and it didn't sound like you were like super salesy when you were on the phone. So that was good.
Okay. So work on the inflections.
Yep. Work on the inflections.
Okay.
So Vivian,
And-
how you were talking to me, right? Talk to them like that, just friendly and forthcoming and, engaging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Kim,
Yeah.
we prayed for you this morning.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been quite
Everything
the day.
okay?
I don't have word yet. I don't know. So, but the good thing is my son's fever broke. I was going to have to cancel my trip down there. My son's fever broke, so I think we are coming down tomorrow morning at like 3 a.m. Our flight's at 5:40, so I'll be able to get down there to see him. So
Good.
yeah,
Good.
thank God. So thanks for the prayers because boy, did I need it. It's been quite the day.
I can't take the credit though. I just let everybody know what's going on, and then
And
Jason immediately jumped on it. Like,
Jason,
we're
the
praying for Kim.
powerhouse, that powerhouse prayer warrior. Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you,
man.
Jason. God
It
bless you, man.
works. That stuff really works. I'll do the same.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. So have at it.
Vivian, can I also comment on that voicemail?
Please,
So-
yes, I'd love to hear what you have to say.
I loved everything, but the last word when you were saying, last sentence where you were saying that I want to learn about investment. So it sounded like you're a total newbie. And that guy may think that, well, it's just somebody who's completely new, trying to connect with me, and I don't know if I want to get on the student, you know.
Yeah.
But if you'll say that, you know, me and a group of investors, we are new to the area and we want to investigate your market and see how's everything going there, and we want to connect with people who already own multifamily there. So you already come in as you have some experience, you have a group of people, right? But not like a total newbie that's trying to learn everything from the page one, right? Like you
Yeah.
already have some background, some knowledge, and you already picked the market. So now you're just trying to connect with the people who own properties there, and you want to find out how is it going, you know, in there for them. Like, would they sell it? Would they keep it? Will they buy it? Would they buy another property there? Like, is it that good? Like, are you looking for your next property in that market, or maybe it's another one? So I think that would be just, you know, a little better. It's good to present yourself as a newbie, and there's nothing wrong with that, but just as a little experience.
Got it. No, that was good. Okay.
Awesome.
That is
Can
some
I
2.0
can I ask
kind
a
of
quick
stuff.
question? Oh, sorry.
No, go.
Can I ask a quick question, Vivian?
Yeah.
How much of your nervousness on that had to do with the number of units?
It did.
Bingo,
Nailed it.
exactly. I almost think it's a detriment that this list has that, because it's setting something in our minds that is a lie. Okay, we're getting
Yeah.
intimidated or lackadaisical dependent upon the number of units, I believe, is what I've been seeing with all y'all.
Mhm.
So try to be aware of that and not let that guide your emotional state as you go into that call.
Okay, thank you.
You know, to caveat on that, Kim, everybody on this call, just say, for example, we do this for 90 days straight. Okay. Odds are, if we've done this for 90 days straight, how many units do you think we'll be on? Say we get 300 units. Okay. Are you any different than that person who has 300 units at that point?
No.
Okay. It is a very feasible reality
Mhm.
that we could be sitting on 300 units if we did this for 90 days straight.
Mhm.
Okay. So is there anything about this person that sets them aside from you?
No.
They could have been somebody who was on a Zoom call, part of a team, who called around, picked up a few different complexes, and are now sitting on 300 units.
Mhm.
Right? We have this tendency to glorify the fact that maybe this person is this super savvy investor that sits in a silk suit in a high-rise office someplace, right? When the reality is they could be sitting in a garage with plastic up for a tent so they don't freeze to death in their Carhartt jacket fielding Zoom calls. Okay, so don't let that throw you. To Kim's point, 100%. Don't let that throw you.
Mhm. Okay. Is Mina going next?
Yes, Mina. Mina's going next. Come on,
I'm ready,
Mina.
I'm ready now. I'm ready.
It's
So we're
really
talking
easy for me to
to
talk smack because I'm not calling.
Mina, I want to hear a lot of inflection in your voice when you talk.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop.
So let's talk about your prep process, Mina.
Yes. So, I wrote what I'm gonna say for the voicemail, but
Okay, what are you gonna say?
I'll say, hey, this is what I promised. I was like, hey, Thomas, I probably call you at a bad time, but this is Nina Solomon here, and my partners are new in your market, and we see you active in Winston-Salem. So we just wanted to connect, see how is the local market doing, and what are you guys working on?
That is amazing, but I want you to say it one more time without looking at your page.
Okay. Hey, Thomas, sorry, I probably caught you at a bad time, but hey, this is Nina Solomon here with my partner.
Yep, it's all good. And take the bad time out.
Okay.
Don't lead off with a negative.
Okay. Hey, Thomas, this is Mina Solomon here, and my partners and I are looking to deploy some capital in your market. We're new to Winston-Salem, and we see you actively there. So we just wanted to see what you guys doing, how's the market doing, and we just wanted to.
Okay.
Yes, Mina, it's much better than first time you were just reading off the paper. Even though you had no hiccups when you were reading, and the second time you were just throwing in your words, not the paper words, you know, and you maybe had a hiccup. but it was still like natural. And your voice was just going up and up and up, you know, and we can hear your smile. So I really like that second one.
Oh
Good
my
job.
gosh. Oh my gosh, Mina, from the other days, like, holy cow, dude, I jump on and there's like this new dude sitting up there making calls. Like, what just happened? Your smile can be heard across it. I'm here, I'm happy I'm here, and I am making things happen. Vast improvement. I would slow that down just a hair, not too much because you don't want to drag it out, but just a hair. And that smile, dang, dude, it came through and the inflections were up and down. And I was interested. I was like, okay, this guy's present.
And then if I could, Mina, I totally agree with everybody else. But the key thing is also, and I think this is key to what Sam had said earlier, is remember, this is fun. So keep that smile up, because that's like everybody was saying, your smile comes through. It's fun what we're doing. It's challenging and it's fun at the same time, and you're killing it. So just go ahead and have fun with it, bro. You're doing it right now. I love it.
I'm gonna call. It's returning. Here, 20.
If you feel you have reached a secret and
Oh, it's residential phone. Hey, is that Carl? Okay, Carl, this is Nina Solomon here, and I have a group of investors, and we are looking to deploy some capital in your market, but we're new to Winston-Salem, and we see you have actively investments in that market. So I just wanted to connect with you and see how is the local market. Do you spare a moment to talk with me?
no, we're not interested.
No problem. Are you interested in selling, buying, or anything in the future? Okay, perfect.
All
Land deal
right.
is not interested.
All
Did
right.
you
So
hang up? I couldn't hear.
yeah, let's go around robin, and Mina, just recap everything, and then everybody give them some feedback.
It's just I told all that. She just monotone tone said not interested. So I tried to kind of pull more out of her. And then she said she's not interested, and she had it.
Just
Okay.
like the other guy did to me yesterday. Remember?
Yeah.
Were you in the call? Did you hear that call?
I don't remember.
Oh.
But if someone tell you not interested, I want to learn more why she's not interested. But I think I kind of fall
Yeah.
into.
Okay, Vivian, what kind of feedback you got for him?
Towards the end, at like the second last
Pretty
half
much.
sounded like a sales pitch to me.
Okay.
Specifically how?
Because he said, "Are you looking to sell or buy?" So that sounded like he's trying to sell or sell
Right.
something to me. That's how I felt.
I agree. It's like the veil had come off and now you're really down to what you're trying to get at, which they were assuming in the first place. It's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I followed my face with the second part. So that's what she told me not interested. I kind of was racing, like, how do I get more?
Olga?
Hi, Sam. I am sorry. I actually went to put baby for a nap, so I was
Oh,
kind of
no
like
worries.
in and out. I can't do completely feedback. Sorry. Thanks.
No worries. No worries. Mike, do you have any feedback for him? If you can talk? I don't know.
Mike was saying that he's driving, so I
Ooh,
don't know if he can talk.
okay. Kim, can you say anything?
Okay, we can move to the next one.
Okay. I guess
Hopefully we get more.
I guess it's on me. No worries. Okay. So when you use certain terms that only salespeople use, okay? When you say deploy capital, that is a straight up red flag salesperson. Okay. So think about being conversational in how you present, right? So when he says, no, not interested. Okay. Were you on earlier when you were, I think, when I was role playing with Vivian?
When you're teaching her to like stop.
No, when she was the red seller.
Oh no, I wasn't here for that part.
Okay, Vivian, recap what I did to Mina.
When I was the red seller, you kept asking questions. You were pushing, but you were nice.
How so?
How so?
Yeah. Do you love how I just throw you in the fire all the time?
I know. And you probably love that. I just totally fall in, right? You know?
Right? He's so clever.
But it makes you very teachable though, so it's good. It's good.
I am very willing to learn this stuff. So bring it on. There's nothing you say right now that's gonna make me feel bad because I like you already. I like all of you already. So yeah. And I know I've got a lot to learn. So let's see. I was being very like I was cutting him off. Everything I said, I was cutting him off, and he was begging me for attention in a really nice way.
Okay, yes. So when they're like no, right? Almost immediately my response to that is like, oh man, come on, I'm just trying to learn some things here. Like, you don't have 5 minutes to talk to me for just a minute about your market? You know, like, you're not gonna help me out? Why wouldn't you help me out? Like, did I mess with you or something? Like, do we know each other? Did I beat you up in the playground when we were kids or something? Like, why wouldn't you do that? Right? You know, now it's almost like, well, geez, I don't know why I wouldn't do that. I feel like kind of a jerk if I keep pushing this guy off. So, all right, you know, yeah, I got 5 minutes, but you want to know, right? And then, like I said before, like when you're carrying that fish tank, be prepared for that. Because if you're expecting them to be like just shutting you down, and then they finally go, okay, yeah, I got 5 minutes, and now you're like, oh crap, okay,
What do I do now?
Right? What would happen if they said yes? Right? So be prepared for that. All right. That person picked up that you were in sales. They didn't give you a chance to build rapport at all. They were not interested in talking to you. So you have to do something that is unique, that compels them to say, okay, I've got a little bit of time. Right. And that is a technique that we'll use a lot when we ask for a commitment and the commitment's too big for that person. We'll ask for a lesser commitment and see if they'll agree to the lesser commitment. Now, again, that's very academic, but the way that sounds in conversation is, can you give me 5 minutes? Can you give me 2 minutes? Right? Okay. You won't give me 5, you won't give me 2. Then maybe can I call you later on? You know, because I'm going to be calling some other people in the area and whatnot. I'm going to learn some things, and I'd love to bounce those things off of you just to see how you feel about them too, just to check for accuracy. And, you know, I might learn something that they don't say, and I'd love to have that conversation. Right? So it's like, okay, you won't talk to me. You won't give me 5 minutes. You won't give me 2 minutes. I'm begging you for this stuff, and you're starting to feel like a jerk because you keep saying no. Will you at least let me call you later on once I learn some more things, and then follow up with you? At that point, it's kind of like, you're a Grinch if you say no.
Right. You ruined my Christmas card.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's do this. So, oh, and I was gonna say one other thing too. Your body language, Mina, this time, 100% different.
Okay.
I was watching you like look at the number while you were typing it in, and it was the first time you were like, this time you're going. And then when you got a voicemail, your body was like you're disappointed. Like, dang, that is perfect. That is amazing. That is exactly the mindset you want to be in. All right.
Okay.
So let's do this to try to make things more efficient. Because Olga, how much more time do we have before we get kicked out again?
Actually, you're just reading my mind. I just sent the message that let's do a couple more phone calls and wrap up. The reason why actually Mina's Zoom is unlimited, I think, or you know, it can go for hours. But me, Kim, and Mike, we have to jump off on another Zoom. So it's up to you if you guys want to stay, continue doing phone calls. If Sam is available, that's that would be your call, Sam. But we have another Zoom in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
I'll tell you what, Mina, go ahead and start the Zoom. And I would say I'll stay on with you and Vivian, and we can just start banging out these lists and just keep going and keep you warmed up. I'm going to need about 30 minutes to make sure the crew's doing what they need to do. And then I can jump back on.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there's
You're
also-
amazing.
we're in that zone now, so you can leave and come back. It should be open.
Yep.
What's that?
So we are in that Zoom right now. So that Zoom we're at
Yeah,
right now.
you
So
you're
link's
already
gone.
on your Zoom, Mina. Yeah. So
Yeah.
recording, you're doing the recording. It's your Zoom. Yep.
Do you want me to pause it for 30 minutes, take a break, and then come back? We can do that. Totally.
So I texted the Thomas guy, the 300 plus unit, and he texted me back, I live in Utah. So now I'm like, so do you
You're like,
own
I live in
property
California.
there or
No. You want to be building rapport now.
Okay.
Yeah. Say cool. So that's amazing. Investing virtually.
Okay.
How
do you know
how
what?
is this?
I mean, because I asked, what I said is, I left a voicemail a few minutes ago. My team and I are looking to buy a multi-family property in North Carolina. This is a new market for us. I'd love to connect with current owners of properties there and hear if you're having a good experience in this market. Can I call you sometime tomorrow? Thank you, Vivian. He just said, I live in Utah.
Okay. Do you know what's happening in Utah right now?
What's happening in Utah right now? The market's booming there too. I mean, that's all I know.
So everybody in Silicon Valley, all the companies in Silicon Valley right now are leaving and going to Texas and Utah.
Utah. I don't know about Utah. Okay.
Right? Who would have thought? Okay. So if he's an investor, he may or may not know that. So it might be a question that you pose. Right?
Like, is that a better market to invest in? Like something like that?
No, just say, okay, I hear that a lot of the tech companies are leaving California and coming to Utah. Is that something that you've experienced, or do you have any insight on that?
Okay.
Right?
Or you know what? You can play a little dummy and you can say, so you said, let's connect, right? Let me call you or something like that. And he said, I'm living in Utah. And you say, okay, I'll make sure that I'm respectful of Utah time zone. And I'll call you like, let's say maybe within like a business hours, you know, because you asked him to connect and he told you where he lived. You're like, oh, okay, now I know which time zone you're at. So let me call you, you know, during the business hours, let's say tomorrow. Right,
So
Sam, what do you think?
would that be on top of that or no instead? Because I feel like when he says he's in Utah, he's trying to cut me off, right? Like you said North Carolina, I'm in Utah. So
yeah, not my monkey, not my circus, right? So you want to do something that's going to get him to talk. I'll tell you what, Olga, that's a pretty good strategy because you're showing him that you're respecting his time and his space and responding directly to what he's saying. So I'd say that's a strong move either way. And even if I wouldn't do that specifically, that's just because it's not my style. But I don't think that's any less effective than what I would suggest. 100%. 100%. And again, I want you guys to realize what I did there as well. And that is that I have a style that I'm comfortable with that's going to make me come off naturally and confident and competent, right? If I try to go, okay, there's a one size fits all, and what Olga said is not necessarily in my box, so it's a pass or a fail, that's completely incorrect. Okay, you do not want to have that kind of mentality. If that works for Olga, is it effective? Yeah, that's definitely effective, right? So 100%, Olga. I think that's a great way to go because you're respecting what he said, you're respecting his time, you're leaning into him. That's really the concept. Just lean into
So I
it.
just gotta find which strategy I'm more comfortable with, right?
Yeah, and adopt your own, right? For me, I'm going to, because I'm always up on current events. I try to be anyway. So for me, I'm going to hit him with a current event because that's just kind of how I would operate. That's my MO. And so that's just what works for me, right? But for you, it might be something completely different where you're like, oh yeah, Utah. Are you a Mormon? You might go down that road.
Don't go religious. Don't do religious.
Yeah, I know.
Let's not mix religion into this, right?
Yeah. So something I will do quite frequently, you guys, is I will use hyperbole for effect. Okay. I will say something that is very flamboyant and inflammatory and whatnot to get a reaction or an effect out of somebody, especially if I'm teaching. All right. So when I said, are you Mormon? Everybody starts laughing, right?
Yeah, and we all paid attention to you again.
Precisely right. So it's a way of snapping attention back. And sometimes in a sales scenario, I'll do that as well. Like you'll hear me say something like, actually, I did it the other day when I was role playing, when I said I've got 10,000 units. What? That's ridiculous. Like, really? But still, I want to do that because I want it to be interesting and have a sticking point in somebody's mind, right? So it is a tool that you can use, but yeah, be careful with religion. Religion, sex, and politics. Just avoid if you can, unless there's a very specific purpose as to why you're going there.
Okay. So what's the plan? We're gonna hop off and wait 30 minutes and then come back?
Okay, so we're on Minas. I don't think we need to hop off. If you guys want to keep playing or dialing, you can. I need to get my crew lined up and make sure that they're doing what they need to do. Once that's done, I can hop back on. So I'm going to need to take a break for a little bit. Whether you guys break or not is completely up to you. But once I come back on, we'll just keep going with what we're doing.
I will pause the recording and I'm going to take a break too. And we'll grab a pad. So maybe we can come back like 12:30 Pacific. So
yeah,
let's
literally like
40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's 40 minutes.
That works for me.
Would that work?
Okay.
Vivian, is that good with you? Okay. Jason, good. I don't know who else in the call. Okay.
Thank you guys so much for taking action. That's awesome.
Thank you for teaching us. This is so helpful. Wow, I'm super excited.
That's awesome.
I love everything about this, you guys. Like everything. It's amazing.
Thank
I
you,
love
Sam.
that you love this. I can't even imagine like you guys being here right now on your time. It's outstanding. It's just
Thank you. Thank you for participating.
I see it as an investment, you guys. I mean, what good is it if it's stuck in my head? Like, what good is paint when it's in a can, right? You gotta apply it, and once you apply it, then people can appreciate it. But when it's sitting in a can, it's worthless.
Yeah.
So,
Vivian,
yeah. What up?
you live in the city?
I live in El Cerrito. I just saw that you're from San Francisco, right?
Yeah, I'm from San Francisco. Yeah, I got family right there in El Sobrante.
Oh, so Bronte's like 15 minutes from me, 10 minutes.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if you lived in the city. I was gonna say, what neighborhood do you live in? But
Are you gonna be here anytime soon? Let's meet up.
Yeah, no, we will. All of us are gonna meet up at some point with Kim and Sam and my guys and your guys, and yes, at some point, yes. Can't wait.
Kim and I are in Santa Rosa.
Yeah, it's close enough. Center Road's like what, 35 minutes maybe from me.
Without traffic.
Yeah, you always have to plan, right? Depending on what
Yeah.
time you leave.
We come by you when I'm coming to and from the airport, so easy peasy, drop in.
Great.
We'll just make it happen.
Yeah, let's do this. I'd love that.
All right, well, we got to jump off to another Zoom training, so we just can't thank you guys enough for showing up so diligently every day. Oh my gosh. Woo woo.
All right, guys. I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.